Well, a very good evening from Phuket, and tonight of course we've come down to Caron to take a look at the nightlife, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I've actually been quite surprised driving through Kata and Caron tonight. There's actually quite a bit open, so that's good news, to be honest. So we're going to have a wander around. As I say, Kata is a little bit better than Caron, but Caron's doing definitely better. Okay, Nat, you want to turn that down because it's a bit distracting because I've got the video playing. There's a bit of a lag between what I say and then obviously it being broadcast. So Nat's been checking the quality. Hopefully the quality is going to be a lot better. Okay, there. Okay, so we've got some. Oh, so much tourists in Phuket. Not quite sure what you're asking me there. Are there tourists in Phuket? Yes, there is tourists in Phuket. Are there loads? Not at the moment, but there's a reasonable amount, as you will see as we're walking round. So, just waiting for Nat to come. It's a new thing that I've been working on. Hopefully the quality is going to be a lot better of this live stream. You should be getting this at 1080 rather than 720. That's what I've been working on all day. And hopefully the picture quality is going to be really good tonight. Let's just spin it round and we're going to go for a wander. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Okay, I notice the signal's not quite as strong as it was earlier on, but I'm trying to do the broadcasts in as high a quality as I can get, so this is a bit of trial and error. So live broadcast, you're going to have to bear with me for a few weeks while I find my feet. But let me give you a reference. This is the roundabout in Caron. So if you know Caron, this is the roundabout here in Caron, and we're just going to make our way down into what I call the centre. This is of course right opposite the beach. The beach is just over the back there. And then we've got a few shops that weren't open the last time I was down here, but you can clearly see the tuk-tuks are back. Or should I say, there is a 7-Eleven open. There's a restaurant next to that. Not quite sure what the store in front is selling, but we're going to have a walk past and then we're going to make our way. Tell me about the hotels. Plenty of hotels are open. They are open down here, not all of them, but there are quite a few opening up. The Centaura Hotel in the main part of Caron has not yet opened up, but the Centaura going up the hill towards Patong is open. So we're going to walk down into what I call the main area, show you what's open. So of course the very well known roundabout. Can somebody let me know what the quality's like, because it should be at 1080. I would appreciate it if you could let me know, because I've worked very hard today to get this live streaming sorted out and trying to get the quality up. Some vendors there, little ice cream shop. So it would be very helpful if the people that's watching could tell me what sort of quality we're getting. Is the sound okay? It would help me out a lot. We've got restaurants now opening up. This restaurant's been closed for quite some time, but you can see it's open. Travel shops. Okay, sound and the sound. Okay, I'm trying to, quality okay, sound okay. Okay, thank you very much, I appreciate that. We're going to cross over in a moment and we're going to walk up one side, then walk back down the other side. Keep it nice and easy. I've just got to keep an eye on the broadcast. You see how this is spinning all the time? And normally it doesn't spin, but that tells me when there's something not 100% right with it. Okay. Cap. so we've got, not quite sure what the name of this bar is. Trying to find it. No, I don't see a name on it. But we've got that one open, live music on. Definitely more life there than what there has been in Caron. And this is the main road that we're walking along now in Caron. So the main centre, the main road, this is what I would call the main area of Caron. Of course, some people may say it's the other end, but it doesn't really matter. This is the main road that runs through Caron, up into Qatar, and then down into Shillong Island. And as you can already see, there's quite a bit open along here. So the Two Chefs restaurant down there, we're going to walk, actually we're going to take a walk down this side, and it's going to bring us round by the Centara Hotel. Unfortunately, as far as I'm aware, the Centara has not reopened up as yet here in the centre of Caron. As I've said, they've actually got two. They've got one that's on the outskirts of Caron on the way to Patong. That one is open, but we are slowly seeing a few places coming back to life. It is very slow here in Qatar. I think the main reason being is because of the Centara Hotel being closed. Obviously that tourists would normally stay there. That would generate business for these surrounding businesses here in Caron. But until that opens up, it's still very quiet here in the centre. But I'm glad to see more restaurants. The Two Chefs, very, very nice restaurant here. That's new as well. What we've got here, the Paradise Inn, that looks nice. And then the Two Chefs again, Swadikap. They've got live entertainment on tonight. And then we have a clothing shop next door. Losing that. And then down here, a little bit darker. Good evening. People knocking about. It's not exactly busy, but you've got to expect it at the moment. I guess it's going to be a slow recovery, but it's nice to see these businesses gradually opening up, because all this, well, I'll go and have a look at my videos on my channel. You know, a few months ago this was all shut. There was nothing open here at all. Another restaurant. Is it a hotel? Restaurant? I can't tell. The sign's not lit up. It looks like a hotel because there's a reception desk over there, so it could be a hotel with a restaurant at the front. So that's nice to see. Them massage shops. Good evening, Swadikap. Great to see. And then some more bars. Again, all these were closed. Really nice to see this coming back to life. Lots of live entertainment on. If you're coming down to Caron, you're going to be able to find some live music everywhere we're going. It's really nice to see these people actually, and these bars open. Again, I say, if you haven't seen that video, go and check it out. Let's see what's going on around here, because I can hear more music, more bars. Yes, I will be covering Bangla Road, but I'm not going to be doing it tonight. I did a video yesterday in Patong, but unfortunately it didn't come out as well as it should have done. I had a problem with the live stream, so the quality is a little bit poor, so I've got to go back over there and refilm that or live stream it. Got O'Toole's, the Irish bar, restaurant, that's open. And of course, we have right in front of me, oh, going the wrong way. This is the Centara Hotel, but as you can see, whilst security is lit up, the hotel is not, so indicating that the hotel is still currently closed, which is a bit of a shame really, because they need this hotel opening up as soon as possible, because all the businesses around this area sort of not necessarily rely on the hotel, but of course a lot of the guests that would normally stay at that hotel would generate a lot of businesses for, or a lot of business for these businesses, should I say. So with that hotel being closed, it's quite quiet here, as you can see. So we're going to make our way down towards the end of this soy. I'm going to turn left, walk up the main road a little way. Then I'm going to cross over the road. We're going to walk back down the other side and then along the beach area, along the front there, to see what shops are open. Actually, Caron Plaza has now reopened up, and just a few months ago that was literally derelict. Again, have a look at that video and you'll see what I mean. It was actually falling down. So I was quite surprised to see that tonight. That really surprised me. Another small place open there, bar. Let's have a look what it's called. I can't even... something bar. I can't see the name of it very clear. And then we've got... Good evening. Not too bad. How are you, Craig?
Still here, mate.
Still here? Yeah? Good to see you open, mate. So...
Never really closed.
Yeah, I know you haven't. I know you've been working sort of reduced hours, haven't you? You busy? You got guests?
The rooms, because of this SHA business, the rooms, I've had a couple of long-termers in.
Yeah?
Then they changed the SHA rule to this 5-day test, and that just killed it.
Yeah, I know.
So it's good news that they've got rid of
It's gone back.
50-day test.
I'm actually live on YouTube, so we're doing a live video tonight because a lot of people have been asking what the entertainment's like here at night in Caron, because for a long time it's been very quiet. But I've got to say, tonight it's looking good, mate.
Well,
It's picking up.
considering that the Russians haven't got any money at the minute,
Yeah.
because they're having issues with ATM machines,
Yeah.
the Swift code, the MasterCard Visa,
Yeah,
and also the exchanges are not changing rubles anymore.
yeah. Unfortunately, they're not honouring their currency, are they?
Now,
So it's making a difficult position for some people over here at the minute.
quite a few, as you know, the Russians, they were never on the test and go, they were on the sandbox.
Right,
So
yeah.
when they changed the test and go rules for day 5 test, that didn't make any difference to the Russians because they
Yeah.
were still on the sandbox.
Yeah,
So they carried on coming.
yeah.
And yeah, now they've got this. Now everybody's got this new.
Well, we've had some good news the last week or so, haven't we? They've done away with the day 5 test.
Great news.
They've also reduced the quarantine period for people that actually catch COVID while they're over here. That's now down to 7 days, not the original 5 days that they had hoped for, but I had that confirmed by a hotel over the other side of the island. The reservations manager went through it all with me and everything, explained all the different procedures, showed me all the paperwork. So that's good news for tourism. It's going to help.
No, it's just getting rid of that 50-day test.
Yeah, I think maybe in April, fingers crossed, if things stay pretty stable and we don't see any sudden spikes or anything untoward, I think in April we could see the removal of the initial test at the airport, because there is now talk for it. A lot of people are pushing for it.
If you just made it an antigen test in the airport
Yeah,
rather than a PCR, that'd be fine. That'd be great. People are prepared to take the antigen test,
Yeah.
expensive PCR test.
Yeah.
Not really wants.
yeah,
Even though it's very organised at the airport.
yeah.
But getting rid of that 50, it's only the problem I foresaw and friends that were messaging me. Since they got rid of the 50-day test, there's a lot more interest.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you think about it, you're allowed to come in on test and go. You after your first night's negative test,
Yeah,
you had to book your 5th night in an SHA hotel.
that's correct, yeah.
Crazy policy, sorry,
Yeah.
but it was. Because, so you flew into Phuket, you got your first negative test, you could have, if you wanted, you could have flown to Bangkok, had a night in Bangkok, then a night in Chiang Mai, a night in Patong, then you could have booked your 5th night in a crabby SHA hotel.
Yeah.
So you could have been spreading it or picking it up.
I quite agree, yeah. Sometimes the rules don't quite add up at the way they do them, but at least we've seen that test removed now, and we've just got the one. It's a step forward in the right direction for sure, and it's going to help. Let's hope in April we see all the tests removed, and we're just getting people coming in that have been vaccinated, and obviously people that are not vaccinated will still, I would imagine, require a test of some description. But it's all going to help because now there is a lot of talk on the internet, which you've probably seen yourself, about an endemic. Thailand's going to classify the pandemic as an endemic, and hopefully if it does that, we will see everything go, and hopefully we should go back to something like normal with a bit of luck, which is going to help people like yourselves.
The Centara Hotel.
I've just mentioned this is a big sticky. Why is this not open back up, Craig? You got any idea?
Well, they've also got the big one on the beach.
Right, yeah.
Which were perfectly geared up, the sandbox model, perfectly geared up, the test and go.
Yeah.
And at that point, the smaller little bars around the corner, they're not, well, as you know, bars are still not allowed in Thailand.
What, there isn't any bars, is there, anymore? They're all restaurant bars now, I believe. Bars are not allowed to open, are they, mate?
But originally that was due to open July the 1st.
Yeah, I remember you telling me last time I was down here.
Well, they brought that forward to April the 1st.
Right, okay.
They're opening half of the hotel.
Okay, great. Okay, so hopefully April we're going to see this Centara open, and that again is going to help you because obviously their guests may visit your establishment, and that's going to bring you custom.
Usually this time of night at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
there would have been 500-600 people walking out there.
Yeah, I quite agree. It really is making a big difference to this area, and obviously once that hotel opens up, we're going to see a lot of difference within Caron, because I think Qatar's doing a little bit better than Caron. This is just my personal opinion. Looking at Qatar tonight especially, I think the nightlife there's doing a little bit better. There's a few more hotels than there are. More are opening here all the time, but I think Qatar's got the edge with the number of hotels, which is helping because obviously more hotels open, more people, the area's got more people. But I was surprised when I came in initially. The market, can you tell me about the market? Because officially on their website, which I've looked at today, it says it's open Tuesdays and Fridays. Today is Friday. It's not open.
Right, well, possibly there's a cremation happening.
Right, okay.
If there's a cremation up there or a funeral.
Was it open last Friday?
Yes.
It was, and it should be open Tuesday. Because people are asking me, you see, in the group, what's going on in Caron? Is the market open? Is this open? Is that open? And unless I come here every day, I don't really know what's going on.
We're open Tuesday.
So, yeah, the market's on.
Usually the only time it closes down is when they've got a funeral going on.
Right, okay. Yeah, I noticed the lights are on for the temple, but there's no market there. So, okay, that's great to news. Okay, well, I've took enough of your time. I will carry on having a walk around, let the people see Caron. Okay, nice to see you anyway, Craig. I will call in when I've not got the cameras running and catch you again. See you later. Okay, well, there's one of the businesses down here in Caron, Craig. I've known him for a while. He's got a little guest house, bar, restaurant, nice little place. Hi, Tony. I know you have posted a comment. I was talking to Craig, so I didn't want to say, but I know you've... good evening from Phang Nga, good evening from Phuket. So yes, we're going to carry on walking around Caron, but I am pleased to see that there is now some life here. It's not 100%. We're looking in Caron probably 70%, maybe 80% of the businesses now starting to open up, but we're far from everywhere being open. But it's just great to see these places. Seafood here, Caron Seafood open again. Again, if you look back on my older videos, you can see all these places closed. So there is a big difference. People over there, look, walking down the street, great to see. Okay, not loads, but there are a few people about, which is nice to see. Places like Craig's really need all the help they can get because they've been through a very, very difficult time the last few months. Nice to see the restaurants with some people in, not completely empty. Again, more live music, another bar. Or should I say a bar restaurant, as they're categorised at the moment. Again, a few people in there. And then of course across the road we have the bar area or restaurant bar area, whatever you want to call it. Again, not completely open. I can just see one or two. but at least there is some life there, because last time all the shutters were down. But I think that the Australian bar looks like it's open, and then the restaurant on the corner, and then we have a few. Oh, actually, I've just gone past this little restaurant here. I've not seen this before. This must be new. Is it a Russian restaurant? I'm not quite sure because the name's in Russian. Not quite sure what they do in here. Maybe a coffee shop. I can see some cakes, that type of thing. But that looks like a new place. So yeah, desserts, sandwiches, that type of thing. So there we go. That's a new place that's opened up. That's nice to see. It looks nice in there. It's only small, but look very nice. Hi Jimmy. 2 years ago I was there. Okay, well, things are getting better, mate. All the time things are getting better over here. As I mentioned a short while ago, hopefully in April we're going to see more restrictions removed, or even, dare I say, all the restrictions removed, which would be great. And then we're really going to start to see these places come back to life with a bit of luck. Again, a lot more life here than what I've filmed in recent times. I'm not going to walk all the way to the end where the temple is, because the market is open here in Caron, as Craig's just confirmed, and as the website told me today, and this is why I've picked tonight to come down. Originally I was going to come down here tomorrow night, but I thought, great, the market's on, I'll come down and show the market open. But unfortunately Craig said they may have a funeral going on at the temple, so the market isn't on tonight, but normally it is on Fridays and Tuesdays. So we have got now a market back in Caron as well. Anne's restaurant over there. A few people in there as well, so it's nice to see. Again, live music, lots of places with live music. We're going to walk back down the other side. There are a few shops, massage shops, just around the corner there on the other side opposite the temple that are open. They have opened back up, so if you've got a favourite down there, they are open. And then of course more shops along the main road. But what I want to do is take you back down to the beach road, and we're going to have a walk along there, because as I mentioned, the plaza a few months ago, well, it looked like it had been abandoned for years. It looked totally derelict, I've got to say. Yet tonight I've come past, it's all open. I couldn't believe it. I said tonight, I can't believe the difference. It's just amazing. It's gone from completely derelict to being, well, you'll see yourself in a minute, and I thought that was really, really good. So hopefully you've got a nice clear picture. I've done a lot of work on this today. I've spent all day. I couldn't sleep last night because I was a little bit upset when I got home yesterday evening after spending an hour in Patong doing a great, what I thought was live stream, only to find out, unfortunately, the stream wasn't very clear and I'd had a few issues. I'm not going to go into all the details, but hopefully today I've managed to sort that out. And not only have I sorted out the live stream at better than what it was before. You should be seeing 1080, so I'm broadcasting at 1080 rather than 720. So I've been doing a lot today, get this sorted out. I've still not quite got it 100% because I've had a few issues tonight when I've come to switch it on. It's worked perfectly all day, and then of course when you want to actually use it and go live, it wants to play up a little bit. But I'm glad, yeah, the audio and video is great. That's great news, because I'm really loving doing these live streams. They just suit me better, and I just like it, and I want to do a lot more, but of course I'm very mindful of the quality. It's not good me doing live streams like yesterday's live stream, because nobody can watch it. And it's pretty pointless. And if that had been good quality, that would have been a great live stream, because there's bits in there where I was talking to a guy with a suit shop and having a laugh with him, and it would have been a really nice live stream. But unfortunately, I don't know what happened yesterday. There was a bit of confusion with my service provider, and when Nat spoke to the customer services, the girl in there probably hadn't got that much knowledge on the technical side. She recommended me to have this package, which I had, and unfortunately it was the total wrong one. And then I couldn't get the speed to allow me to do the live streaming off that package that I'd got. And the only reason why I took that yesterday is because my data had run out. I was on the very last day. I wanted to do a live stream, but I hadn't got any data left, so I had an add-on, but unfortunately I picked the wrong add-on. So that was just one of those things. But Having said that, if it hadn't happened yesterday, we wouldn't have 1080 today, because I'm no longer broadcasting through. I'm broadcasting to YouTube, but not using the YouTube facility to do it. I'm using something totally different, and it's allowing me to get a lot better sound quality, and most importantly, the video quality, because that's what I'm after. I want you to be able to see what I'm seeing, because there's some nice desserts there. What we're looking at, what's the prices? Let's have a look at the prices. 50 baht. Oh, bargain. Tiramisu, 55 baht. Oh my god. Nat, do you want a dessert? Cheesecake, 60 baht. Very good prices. Very, very nice. Okay, nice little place there. Louise's Kitchen. Oops, going the wrong way. So yeah, I'm pleased that in a way that it did happen, because it's allowed me to get this sorted out once and for all. I've got a little bit more knowledge now, and hopefully going forward you're going to see some great live streams. I'm going to be out and about. I'm not going to promise to do one every day, because that's going to be pushing it, but I'm going to do at least 3 a week if I can, and of course my pre-recorded stuff as well. So plenty of content coming. Souvenir bags, pharmacy as well. Okay, bit of a mixture in there. Nice to see the bars opening up. Tuk-tuks about. So all of those people that have been worried about Caron, is there going to be anything to do at night if I come over now? Well, here's your answer. Fish. Get yourself a foot spa. Have those little fish nibbling on the bottom of your feet. Sorry, Cap. I've had one of those. It's been a while ago. It's quite an interesting feeling. It feels like somebody tickling the bottom of your feet. It's very difficult to keep your feet in the tank for any length of time, especially if you... Yes, Hotel California indeed. It's very difficult to keep your feet in the tank when the fish are nibbling on them, because it almost feels like somebody's tickling them. Okay, the guys, the UK guys in the south seem serious about life. Where's the UK guys in the middle, north of Thailand, seem more chilled out? I don't know. I can't answer that. I really don't know. Possibly. Don't know what to say to that, really. There's not really what I can say, because I don't know any guys in the middle or the northern Thailand, so I can't compare. Okay, so we're now on the road, of course, that's running parallel with the beach, and we're going to take a walk a little ways along here. I noticed there's a new club opened up down here. Looks really nice. It's a little bit early, but it was open and the music was on, and looks really nice. And next door there's a big pizza place to it, and an ice cream parlour as well. Kebabs. If kebabs your thing, I'm going to need to clear some of these comments off the screen, because I can't actually see what I'm filming because there's that many comments on the screen. So we've got a few shops down there as well. 7-Eleven here open, and then we have the Irish bar just down here is now back open, which is good news. So there's a few Irish bars here in Caron that are currently open. We've got a restaurant, Mario's. I presume they do Italian food by the name. I'm only guessing, it might not be. Pizza place maybe. Got tour guides. It's not full, but it does have some people inside. Steakhouse. Yeah, it does a mixture really, a bit of everything. So it's nice to see. They have got a pizza oven, I can see just over the back there. So that's nice to see. Then with the waterfront here, not quite sure what these are. Suites, I don't know whether they like condominiums, apartments it says. I don't know much about the waterfront. I know somebody has asked me about it. Now somebody today, while I was testing my live streams, unfortunately some of them were going out live even though I didn't want them to. The app that I was using, I couldn't stop it, I couldn't set it to private. Somebody jumped on and asked me about the Horizon Spa Resort, and I've been down tonight to take a look at it, and unfortunately the Horizon is closed. It has not reopened as yet. So the lady that asked me, his name's Jennifer. So Jennifer, if you're watching this live stream either now or later, the Horizon Hotel is not currently open here in Caron. I have actually been down and had a look at it on the way into Caron. So coffee shop here, coffee and tea. So definitely more life than a few months ago, and it's improving week on week now. We are really seeing some big changes, and of course with the recent announcement on the 1st of March of that day 5 test being removed, we're hoping now we're going to see a lot more people coming in, because really there's only one test and you just need one night's accommodation and you're good to go then anyway if you're coming in under the test and go. And I'm sure that may be removed very shortly as well. O'Reilly's here, the Irish part, again nice to see that open. Not busy at the minute, but it's still fairly early. It's only 8:20 in the evening. So of course now we've got a walk along the beach here, and I'm going to make my way down to the plaza so I can show you, because the difference is like night and day. Honestly, it really is. If you go back and have a look at the very last video that I did on Caron, I think I covered it there, and it looked terrible. It looked really, well, very unloved is the word I would say. But tonight it looks like somebody's poured a whole carton of love over it, or cart of love over it, because it's just, well, it's totally different. It's all open and it looks quite tidy, and yeah, so there's a little marketplace there that you come, there's a few restaurants there, you can have a look around in the early evening. And then further down the road we've got more restaurants, more hotels open, of course, and then we have a new club that's opened up. I think that's going to be a little bit too far to walk tonight, and the bike's behind me, so I'm going to come back down to Caron to cover some other parts of Caron as well, because some of the other parts further down here, like the southern end of Caron, because we're at the northern end now, closest to Patong, I guess you'd say, that end. The Karon Beach Square, that looks like it's open. That is the Paradox Residence. All that looks like it's open. I don't think the bar's open back up yet though. The lights are on, not quite sure. But I'll have to cover the other end another night, because it's a little bit too far to walk and do the live stream, of course. But as you can see, people walking down here, enjoying the evening. And the beach just over there. Obviously you're not going to be able to see the sea in the dark, but that's where it is. Beautiful beach here in Caron. You come in here, Caron, some fantastic beaches around here. If you're into beaches, you love your beaches, well, you can't go wrong here really. Family place, great for families, Caron and Kata, as I've mentioned in many times. Patong, people are asking, is it best for single people? Well, if you're single and you want to have a good time, then yeah, I would say yeah, Patong's your place really. Caron's a little bit more laid back, a little bit more quieter, better suited for families. I'm not saying if you're single don't come to Caron. What I'm saying is Patong is better suited for single people because of the concentration of bars and nightclubs and nighttime entertainment, shall we call it, for the young crowd. It's got a larger concentration, whereas in Kata and Caron it's a little bit more laid back, as you've seen. And it's still getting going as well. But there are areas in Kata, I noticed, I came through tonight, there's a small area that's got a concentration of bars that have the young ladies working there, and I saw that they're all open tonight. So as we came past, they were all open. So again, I'm not going to say it's not for single people, because single people do come here, but Patong is you know, ideal for couples. If you've got a family, a little bit more laid back, lots of restaurants, good quality restaurants over here in Caron, and this is the plaza. So I say it's not completely back to how it was before, but a big improvement, you know, a very big improvement. So as you can see, there's definitely some stalls open now. There's quite a big change really compared to what it was, because it just looked like, well, I thought at one stage they were going to just flatten it and just get rid of it, but I couldn't believe it tonight when I came past and saw this. I thought, wow, what a change. So great, it's great to see. A few restaurants here, a few stalls inside, as you can see at the back, selling clothing and that. I'm sure people come here to buy the t-shirts, flip-flops, souvenirs, whatever it might be. But a very, very big change here in Caron in the last, well, couple of months really. I don't know how far that club is. I really wanted to show you this new place because it looks really nice from the front. Very impressive, all lit up, and I can't remember what it was before, but it looks a really nice place. But it's a little bit further down. There's a few hotels. It's a little bit far to walk. You're going to get bored of me walking down the road, just because there's not a lot between here and there, and then there's only there. So what I think I'll do is cover that on another night, and we're going to stop here, and then I can sort of cover that side of Caron the next time and bring you more up to date. And we're going to, me and Nat are going to walk back now and make our way back to where we've parked our bike, which is just down by the Irish bar, and then we'll make our way home. But I hope that has brought some light. If you are planning on coming to Caron in the next few months, then you don't have to worry. There are now places here that are open. So before I was advising people maybe not to come here, or if you was coming to Caron and Kata, to make sure you have transport because there wasn't a lot open. Well, you can see the difference now. You don't, if you haven't got any transport, you don't want to hire a vehicle, you don't need to here in Caron. You're going to be able to find restaurants, you're going to be able to find shopping and all those little things that you want to do. If you don't want to leave this area, obviously if you've got the transport as well, that's a bonus, but definitely now it's not crucial to have the transport, whereas before, a few months ago, I was telling people you really need to have transport because you've got very limited options available. Let's cross over now and walk along the promenade, whatever you want to call it, the beach area just over there, rather than here, because there's not much here in this space. And so I hope that's give you something positive to look forward to, because there's a lot of people asking in my group about Caron and Kata, and that's why I've come back over to cover it, and I'm really surprised what I find. Do check out my description. There's nothing there at the moment because obviously I'm live, but when I get home I will fill in the description. I will put all the relevant links in the YouTube part, so check that out later on. If you're not a member of my Facebook group already, please join it. I've also got my Tumblr site now that I'm putting content on, and I'm trying to build the channel up, and that's what the idea of these live streams are, because some of the live streams will be monetized, but most of them, including tonight's, won't be, because obviously the music from the bars. This causes me issues with YouTube's monetization problem and really stops me from filming what I want to film, because I want to show all of Phuket, not just bits and pieces that I have to sort of film around the monetization, and that's why I'm doing all these live stuff. Most of them will not be monetized. Ones that I can, of course, I will monetize, because it's my time to make these videos and do this. I get a little bit back for it through the monetization, but it's not a lot of money. It's certainly, I'm not getting rich off it by any means, not at the moment, but I'm doing these live streams to try and build up my audience, try and build up my following, try and build up the channel, hopefully for in the future, where I'm going to be able to do more and more stuff. A mixture. I want to keep these live streams. This isn't a gimmick just for a short period. This is something that I want to do a lot more of, because I enjoy the live streams more than the pre-recorded stuff. Don't ask me why, I just do. I just prefer the live stream because it's just easier for me. There's less to worry about. When I'm pre-recording, I try to get it too good, and it just causes issues, and sometimes it's not as easy as doing the live stream. So hopefully you've enjoyed tonight. You've seen Caron for yourself, and it's the 4th of March 2022 when this has been filmed. It's been done live. As you've seen, I've not edited anything out, so yeah, hopefully, yeah, thanks Tony. Okay, great. I hope the quality has been a lot better, and I should be checking it when I get home. Hopefully we're getting there slowly now, and I'm going to be able to produce some really good content for the people that follow my channel. Well, I guess that just leaves me to say, as always, thanks for watching the video, and until next time, you take care, and I will catch you on the next one.